Hey everybody, welcome to Big Valley Living. It's a Saturday afternoon and we are expecting rain starting late tonight all the way through tomorrow and a little bit into Monday. There's a chance of more rain. So this is a really good time for us to take advantage of that. So this afternoon we are going to clean the rest of this cardboard, lay it between the garden area and the house, and see how much more mulch we have left. And we've already gone over and gotten the mulch this morning, and it's in the bed of the pickup. And JJ is going to till. You'll see that in a little while.
I'm going to be a tilling fool.
JJ's going to till what will become the tomato bed, and we will be putting some of our lush heirloom tomato plants that we've grown from seed into the ground, hopefully today before we finish our day in the garden.
And then that way Mother Nature water those in for us. That'll be helpful.
That'd be very nice. Always take advantage of that rain. And then this will be all cleaned up in this area, and we'll start preparing it for whatever seedlings are ready for it here in probably another month. We're talking about putting some of the peppers in here, but who knows, might end up with a little bit of squash.
So let's get after it.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do over here is get the nozzle end of the hose, and we're going to wet all of this ground down. And we have knocked the weeds down, but we're not even going to get rid of anything that's in here, because this no-till method tells us that once we wet this down, lay the cardboard on, wet the cardboard, and then wet the mulch on it, that those will rot underground and provide nutrients to beneficial, like worms and nematodes or whatever the good stuff is that's down there doing its work. It will actually feed those little critters. So that's what we're going to do next. You're not going to watch us do all of that. We're just going to kind of come through today and show you various milestones. So see you in a few minutes when we have everything laid down. Okay, it's been about an hour or so, and JJ has been tilling the tomato bed, and we have laid out all this cardboard. A lot of it I've gone ahead and put it up against the foundation of the house. It's cement, and that way we won't have any green growth that can get a hold of any sunlight and start growing underneath. So what I'm going to do next is water everything down real well. It's watered well underground. Now I'll water this cardboard down, and then we're going to get the wheelbarrow out and start unloading the pickup and get all of this, all the mulch that's in the pickup on the other side of the fence there, into this, and then again we'll water it. So we'll be back in a few minutes to show you that. JJ, do you want to just pick up the camera and show them how much you've gotten done in the tomato bed in the last little bit?
It's almost there.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to be putting about 3 pounds of kelp milk weeds. I like the Neptune's Harvest fertilizers, because they're all, from the sea or crab and lobster shells, or there's a whole bunch of stuff, fish emulsion, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I usually use. I'll show you what I put in there when I do it.
And that's it. So we're going to water this down, and we may or may not see you at that point, and then we'll start finishing all of our stuff up for the afternoon. The clouds seem to be rolling in, but they tell us we won't have rain until about 11 o'clock tonight, and we're counting on that. So we'll see you in a minute.
So I had, maybe a quarter bag of worm castings and quarter bag of potting soil. When I get to this time of the year, I just take and I use whatever half bags I have, and they'll all go into the big garden here. I have a half a bag of fir mulch and a bag that I was going to put in anyway, and chicken manure and steer manure. I've already got a couple bags of those in here already, but I'm going to just empty out my bags. And once I'm all done with that, the kelp meal from Neptune's harvest. I'll spread over about 3 pounds in this bed and till it in, and we'll be good to go. And some of you might be wondering about the chicken and steer manure. Yeah, normally it would be hot, especially if I was putting it in at the recommended amount, but I'm just putting a bag of each, and the other's been out here for probably 2 months. So it's going to be a little warm, but it's not going to be too hot for the plants. They'll take it off. It's fine.
Okay, we ended up getting the tomato bed tilled completely. There were some extra weeds in there that JJ pulled. We wet the cardboard down. It's almost all doubled up. Then we put in the mulch, and I want to make a comment about the mulch. It actually came from a neighbor's tree about 2 blocks over, and they had the tree cut down and chipped up for mulch, so it's about as local as you can get. It looks pretty clean. There's a little debris in it, but that'll break down eventually. And it marked several yards of various neighbors, including my brothers and the guy that had the tree. So anyway, it's nice and local. It was really, really clean. It was nice, and they didn't have to haul it off, and we didn't have to get material that we didn't know where it came from. You want to talk about the garden?
Yeah. Well, it's all tilled. We just need to knock it down a little bit, and it's ready to put the tomatoes in. So we'll have about 6 rows of 4 or 5, and that'll be a lot of tomatoes.
And we decided not to put those in tonight because we have a boatload of rose blooms that need to be deadheaded before the rain comes tonight, so we don't have a big bunch of rose leaves all over the yard tomorrow morning. So we're going to go focus on that now, and we're going to let you guys go. Thanks again for coming and visiting us and joining our journey in the garden at Big Valley Living. Please share this with other like-minded folks. Subscribe if you would like, and be kind to everybody.
That's all I got. How about you?
That's it.
Sweet. See you later, everybody.
Bye.